So welcome back to the Spens Arena in Novi Sad in northern Serbia. The second half of this Group C match between Spain and Hungary about to get underway, and against all odds the Hungarians are leading at the interval 12-11. That said, the Spaniards have a lot to unleash on them. We've got a very deep bench, a lot of experience on there, and they won't be too worried just yet. It's only one goal in it. For the Hungarians, it would be a stunning result if they could pull off a win here. As Fazekas warms up, I should imagine, though, that he won't start the second half. Volan Nikla, who's had a great first half, should continue. That would be my position if I was in Mokshai's shoes. Hungary know that victory here today, which would be a shock, would see them pretty well into the next round. If a draw, on the other hand, or a win for Spain, will see them book their ticket. But of course, you do take the point through to the main round of the teams that come with you. So you really do want to make sure that you win all your games and take those maximum points through. It's going to be very, very tight. This group will then merge with Group D, which sees Croatia, Norway, Iceland and Slovenia. They're playing in Versailles. Croatia guaranteed to go through from that group at the moment. They earlier on today won their second match, beating Slovenia 31-29. To add to their opening day win 31-29 also against Iceland. But Norway and Iceland are playing at the moment, and unlike this score, it's very, very high scoring. It was 19 all at half-time, phenomenal score. So here we go then, the second half in Novi Sad, and it's Hungary who throw off. They are back to full strength again. That 2-minute suspension for Lalushka served out on the dot of half-time. And the change of defence now for the Spaniards, who played it very deep at one point. 3-2-1 defence at one time, pushing right up with the front player. But they're now going to a 6-0 defence. Lots of mobility you can see here. And Hungary struggled with this defence early on. They just couldn't get through to 6 metres. Intercepted, but not quite sure why. It may have come off the line player from inside the area, and Spain have levelled it very quickly, courtesy of Guardiola. Guardiola, who's taken over, potentially only as a defensive role. We'll have to wait and see. He's also a line player. Saved off that one there, and taking no chances, the Spaniards decide to knock the ball out for a throw-in from the corner for Hungary. There you go. Well, if in doubt, that's probably the best thing to do. How often have you seen that ball being stolen by the line player and put in the back of the net? There's nothing that annoys a coach more than that. Ah, what a shot! Mokshai makes it 6 in the game. He's really risen to the occasion today. One player, though, who has struggled in the first half and been replaced, Ilyes. If they could just get him up and running up to his normal standard. He's a proven goal scorer, 425 goals in 155 matches, but just couldn't get into it today. Comes off a defender. That'll be a throw-in from the corner for Spain. Well, 6 players for Spain scoring their 11 goals in the first half, while only 4 were scoring Hungary's. Mokshai 5 of them. We've got to spread that out a little bit more. Ivanchik, Zubai and Chazar being the others. Releasing the ball. Oh! Again, fantastic save by Mikla. The break is on. Ivanchik tries to go through, and it's an attacker's foul, they say. Ran into the defenders. And the crowd whistling their discontent at that decision, but play continues for the Spaniards. A little switch over. Sarmiento following in behind Cañelas, and he's going, well, they just throw themselves on the floor. He was around him in reality. He didn't run straight into him. I think that's a harsh call against the Hungarians. He went down very easily. Free throw again. Cañelas pulled up in the centre. Such in the centre of it all there. The 26-year-old line player. Quickly into the wing. Over the goal, tipped away by Mikla. Hungarians come back again. No way through there for Mokshai, who rightly slows the pace down. And they are going to change. Such goes off, Zubai goes back in. The loose ball is picked up. Zuba is now in a defensive role all of a sudden, dropping back to stop the break by the Spaniards. Oh, big angle for the wing shot. Goalkeeper's ball. And Mikla, well, he really has stood out today. What a game he's having. Just got his left hand to it, read it well. Tips the ball away as the fans behind him raise a fist and salute to him. And they are the Hungarian supporters, not the Spaniards. Well, the previous games in major competition, one reasonably close, 4 goals in it. The other one, though, was a 9-goal win for the Spaniards. And is that time wasting by Makeda? Did he pick the ball up and deliberately walk away with it to stop a quick throw? In handball, you have to put the ball down instantly. Into the line, well blocked, and good defending by Spain early on here. Cañelas looks for options, he's found it on the left-hand side. Nice goal by Ugalde. 3rd goal for him. Nice little feed out to the wing, and Mokshay nowhere near intercepting that one, and it's all square again. 13-all. Just had to stop play briefly. His shoelace. Chazar quickly resolves that. The Hungarian fans still supporting their team. I'm sure he's wearing the same hat we saw French supporter wearing earlier on with that cockerel on there. Maybe a little exchange of mementos between the fans. France, who earlier today beat Russia 28-24. Well, looking for the line, fouled. Good solid defending as ever by Moros. And Zubai thinking about moving across. And the floor will need to be mopped once more. So 5.5 minutes into the second half. It's still all square. Krivo Kapic, top off, maybe getting ready to come on. Came on only in the second half in their opening match, the draw against Russia. And he really injected pace into the game. He's got a very good long-range shot, standing shot, which surprises goalkeepers, just appears from amongst the defence. See if he gets on anytime soon. Mokshay. Problem is, would you take Mokshay off? Well, the Krivo Kapic is happy playing in other back positions. That's a shame that pass wasn't better. Ivanchik had a bit of space to take the shot, but the pass almost to his feet. Oh, lovely play. Attacking foul. Makeda bowled over, and they'll have to bring the ball back to where the incident happened. Quick change then in defence as in goes Timucin Such, the line player, 1.97 m, 108 kilos. Takes a central role in the Hungarian defence. Whistle's already gone for a free throw. Aguinagaldi will get no more because he couldn't turn and face on goal. Two players in on the line at the moment. 3 now on the line as Cañelas looks for a way through, and it's another free throw. Well, when is passive play going to be warned? It's been long now off the post, but it's a free throw once more to Spain. There's a lot of sideways movement, not driving in a lot, and even Mokshay there with his arm in the air, telling the referees, well, come on, it's got to be passive play sooner or later. Finally, and rather reluctantly, I have to say, the arm seems to go up at the back. And a 2-minute suspension for Such. Well, that's going to dent the hopes for Hungary. Let's see this again. Caught him high. I'm afraid any holding around neck height will get you sent off. It was momentary, but he should have withdrawn his arm straight away. And so Spain put Alberto Entrerrios into the frame at left back, and that's going to add some serious firepower now against a flat defence. Oh, well blocked on the first one. And they're breaking out. Well, they haven't had much respect for power plays for the other team, and they still show none here as they score against a run of play, Hungary. Moksai, is it Chaza? Catches in the air and shoots before he lands. Well, it's almost as if the Spaniards are going to plead with the referees not to give any more 2-minute suspensions to the Hungarians because they cope so badly with their power plays. That won't count. Raúl Entre Rios is pulled back. The two brothers who are opponents in the league, one for Barcelona and the other one for Real Madrid. Into the wing, good angle for the shot, and Mikler tried to come across and cover, but Harsani caught out of position as the defense sucked into the center. And finally the Spaniards take advantage of a power play situation through Ugalde. Fourth goal for him. Ball square once more. Still 35 seconds to go on the power play as Hassani comes out from the wing, goes back in on the line, spreads himself wide. Moksai, nearly stolen, that was very close. Chaza! It's gone wide, but it's a free throw. Hungary keep possession and the clock runs down further on that suspension. They're in no hurry to take it. They've now pressed into the attack. Penalty. There's the pass into the line, goes to shoot, and there's a little grab on the hand. And so the foul, once more showing that the Hungarians are masters of just exploiting these power plays against them, it would appear. So Chaza, he faces up to Hombrados, who makes his first appearance of the game in the Spanish goal. Well, nothing that the hero of the France match can do. And once more they're in front. Chaza's fifth goal. And they're back to full strength. So Raúl Entre Rios has gone into the left-back position, and Alberto Entre Rios is off. Short-lived experiment. Good defense, clustered in the center. Sarmiento passes back to the center. Attacking foul, runs straight into the defense. Looking up for a quick chance for a fast break. There aren't too many of them. So they make a quick substitution. Zubaj not being used in defense at the moment, the number 25. He's got instructions to Chaza as he goes past and heads into the line as Hungary settle the game down. They brought in Gabor Angchin, number 33, into the frame. Relative newcomer, just 7 caps for Hungary. The right back who plays for Pik Szeged, just 21 years of age. Dummies the pass into him, Chaza, and goes in. The Spaniards looking for an attacker's foul. They didn't get it. Oh, Mikler, what a match he's having, the 27-year-old from Pik Szeged. Hungarians who lost out Mate Lekai before the competition started. The playmaker injured his knee, had to be left out. Still Kibor Kapic waits patiently on the bench to see if he'll have any action. 10 minutes into the second half and Hungary still edging it with just a 1-goal lead. Angchin is stopped on the line. Oh, off 2 posts, and the ball fell kindly for Zubaj on the rebound, and it's a 2-goal lead for Hungary. There's the first shot. Moksai comes back off the post, and Sierra is slow to get back up again. Gifts the shot to Zubaj. 3 from 3 for the line player. Canielas back into the center. Raúl Entre Rios, the playmaker. Quick dummy, through the legs of the keeper. Second goal for Entre Rios. So Angchai is an interesting choice to put in at right back rather than Krivo Kapic, a relatively inexperienced at international level, just 21 years of age, but at the number 33, settling in well. Not giving the ball away. Shot blocked. Is it? No, goes over the top, and back comes Spain, looking for the options on a phase 2 attack. Entre Rios looks up. And Cañelas has levelled it. First goal of the second half, 6 in total. The defence stood back, and Mokshai just gave him enough room to launch the jump and the shot. 16 all. This is always a danger. They've got to hang in here now. Hungary just keep going. He's worried that the Spaniards are good at soaking up pressure and then hitting you. That's gone out to the side for a throw into Hungary. Looking for a pass to the line. That came off a foot, accidental, but it's a free throw nevertheless, as Guardiola gets in the way. Chazar. Oh, looking for Zuba, he missed him. And now Spain coming out, and the breaks are succeeding each other. Knocked out of play by Chazar. Happy to concede the throw-in rather than the fast break, and Alberto Entre Rios on his feet, urging on his teammates. 9 turnovers suffered by Hungary, 7 for Spain. Cañelas looks for the line, but no space there for Aguinagaldi to move. It's a free throw anyway. But if you want a little bit more information, you want to see match reports at the end of the day, that's an attacker's foul. Or read some of the insights and stories from behind the scenes, you can go to www.ehf EURO.com. Lots of information there about players, about the teams, how they're getting on. The match report statistics are on there as well if you want to follow those. You can even follow play-by-play statistics of the games. In the way through, oh, what a shame. Ivanchik coming in from the wing. Dispossessed, though Garcia just got his hand to it, but knocked it out of play. Quick change of direction. What a shame for Chazar. He's so quick, dummied the shot and switched left and went around. Mokshai feels that free throw is a bit of a let-off for Spain. Have a quick look. Whoop, and I'm gone the other way. Goes through. Is he pushed in the act of shooting? And the answer's yes in my book. But it's only a free throw. Gurbindo gets away with it. Well, it's a hard place to be on the bench in a situation like this. You'd rather be out there and getting on with it and having something to focus on. They're watching there as Hungary are battling away here for what could be a real giant-killing act if they were to beat Spain. A team who won their opening match against the defending champions France 2 days ago and looked so imperial then, but today the Hungarians are winding them, grinding them, pushing them to the limit. Good save by Sierra. Back comes Spain. Zubai doesn't agree with that. Let's have a look and see. Grabs his shirt and pulls him down. You can't say that's nothing, but discussion amongst the Spaniards while we wait to resume play. I've got a feeling that he's been given so free throw waiting to be taken. Not sure what the delay is at the moment. Play has been stopped and he's going, well, should that have been a 2-minute suspension? There seems to be a discussion going on the bench about did you suspend him or not. At the moment the Hungarians still have 6 players on court. No suspension. 16 all then, it remains. Raúl Entre Rios at left back. Comes into the centre position, Cañelas is there, it's gone wide. So midway through the second half, Mokshai trying to go around, and Guardiola brings him down. 1 meter 99, 103 kilos, Guardiola, the San Antonio line player. It's a bit like trying to do windmill feint around Everest, really. And there's Rivera Valero getting quite excited on the bench. I'm sure he would prefer the pressure to have paid off and for Spain to be pulling away in the second half. But it's not the way it's worked out midway through. It's all square here, 16 all, and it's a game of nerves now. Nicler has really stood in the way of Spain with some fantastic saves. Really making a name for himself here. 27-year-old Hungarian keeper. Nothing, say the referees, they'll come back again. Zubai has to race back in defence. The Spaniards streaming up. Cañelas, oh, and again, he couldn't get to the rebound though. Guardiola got there first, but what a great save by Mikler off the first shot. And so 3 goals without reply. See Spain take the initiative again here in Novi Sad. And the Hungarians haven't scored for 5 minutes. So Hungary have switched Mokshay into the right back. Chazar is in the centre. Iliesh back in the frame, but they're going to need a big play from him. He's got to get some good long-range shots. He's coming fresh now. Oh, yes. A little bounce. It caught Sierra napping, and the Hungarian fans celebrate. And Mokshay, goal number 7. Bounced it awkwardly, just in front of the foot. Brings to an end a 5.5-minute spell without any goals. And just when the Spaniards think they're on a good run and they can turn this. And little problem with the ball. There's a lot of resin used by the players, and it will sometimes pick up all kinds of dirt and other bits and pieces when it goes off court. They do have a spare on the table if needed, but the players prefer to stick with the ball, and that could be another 2-minute suspension. Very clumsy foul. He's got to watch himself, Lalushka. He's on 2 2-minute suspensions already, and he's got another one, and I'm afraid that should be a red card for him. As Mokshay gives his impression on what happened there. And that's going to be a critical loss then for Lalushka. I'm pretty sure that's his 3rd 2-minute suspension, unless I've misread it. And that he's going to have to leave the bench, but let's wait and see. It is. Now, of course, in handball, he will be allowed to play the next match. It's a red card as a result of 3 2-minute suspensions, and he will be replaced after 2 minutes. But his game is over, and it's a shame because he has played very well in defence, and that's going to be a penalty. The foul on Aguinagalde in the act of shooting. And the German referees not making themselves any friends in Hungary. They have not looking to take a holiday in Budapest anytime soon. Defending inside the area by the Hungarians. And so a chance for Spain to take the initiative again and go in front here, and a power play situation, although we said before 3 power plays so far that they failed to capitalize on. Romero. Coolly taken by the veteran back player. So once more the Hungarians short-handed, no line player. They'll push in a player as they need it. For the moment, Chazar has gone in there. Mokshay, Iliesh has got a big shot on him, but hasn't really unleashed it as yet. Hassani now goes in to try and flatten the defence. Mokshay. Oh, misunderstanding, and there's a race going on. Oh! And open goal. And the Spaniards deciding not to shoot straight away. They get there in the end, but the goal was begging for a short lob, and Valero must have wondered, when on earth are you going to take that shot? Seemed to be totally disorganized. Hesitation, I think, by Guardiola, but in the end, García Parrondo puts the ball away. Little handoff. Looking for the line, there's no one there, and the line player goes down, it'll be a free throw. Mokshai. Oh, clever play. Hassani put it right across to Ilyich, who came round into the winger's position on the far side. Beautiful goal. He knew he couldn't score from a zero angle. And Ilyich managed to catch it in the air and shoot before he landed. Gets them back to within one. Kanyelas unable to release that shot. Hungary back to full strength again. Well, they've done all right. They weathered the storm once more. One goal apiece. Romero looks on anxiously. Is all the good hard work against France 2 days ago going to come to nothing here with defeat against Hungary? Hungarians, whose best finish of recent years was 6th at the 2009 World Championships. Finished 7th last year in Sweden. Compare that with Spain, who were bronze medalists at the last World Championships and the Olympic Games. Oh, loose ball. Oh, great save by Miklan. The ball's loose, picked up by Hungary. The break is on, but the Spaniards stream back in defense. Oh, quick play and beautifully done at the level. Nice exchange of passes. And it's all finished off by Schuch. First goal of the game for him. Unselfish play by the Hungarians, who made sure that the ball eventually got into the right play. Ilyich at the end could have gone around and tried to shoot from the wing, but instead released the line player. 26-year-old line player from Veszprém. So now, once more, Alberto Entrerrios comes into the frame. Number 2 at the bottom of the picture, left back for Spain. Had a big game against France 2 days ago, but hasn't featured prominently here today. Raúl Entrerrios, his brother, getting most of the play. Here he comes up. And a penalty. Mokshai catching his arm as he went through to shoot. That's a shame, a clumsy effort. But he'd beaten him, he'd found the gap already. He's going 2 minutes. Well, let's not push our luck either. I think they've had enough already. If you think Spain haven't had any 2-minute suspensions. Well, they've been 4 for Hungary. In fact, 5, because of course it's resulted in Lalushka's red card. So penalty that Mikler will face with Romero. And once more the cool head. And they go back in front again, 2019. Inside the last 10 minutes, Hungary putting a new line player in, and it's the player who got called up following the injury spate that they got with Tamas Ivancic going away. Szabocs Solushi, number 4, is in on the line. 1.94 m, but the newcomer, just 4 caps. That's more like it. And the Hungarian fans in heaven again as Ilyich is finding his mark. Playing well at the moment. If he's not scoring, he's setting them up. And Sierra left sprawled on the ground. Scored 2 of the last 3 goals. 9 minutes to go. All square here in Novi Sad. Their way through for Alberto Entrerrios. Free throw. Into the line. Whistle's already gone. I can only assume that they're saying Aguinaldo was over the area anyway, but fouled before. So free throw is given. And the floor just needs to be mopped where Aguinaldo dived in. And Moksai is urging them on, play hard, play hard. Well, one of the Spanish supporters there with, well, I'm not sure if he's wearing a Hungarian flag around his neck. Makeda steps up again, 26-year-old, the big right back with a cannonball shot. Had a bit of a break. Sarmiento, the playmaker. Entre Rios, awkward bounce for Mikler. They take the initiative once more, and at the moment the Hungarians doing the chasing. Frustrated looking Such in the background, who knows he should have pushed up quicker. So Ilyesh has now moved into the central position. Moksai on this side, Chazar on the other. Tries to go all the way through, he's done it beautifully. Sierra, though, saves wonderfully. Goes out to the side for a throw into Hungary, who keep possession. Little handoff, a little bit telegraphed. Saved again by Sierra, that goes out behind for a throw in to the Spanish keeper from Valladolid. You need nerves of steel right now. The crowd baying, a huge group of Hungarian supporters who've made the trip here to Novi Sad, trying to lift their team to pull off what would be an amazing result, one of the shocks of the tournament. Intercepted and put out of play, in fact, by Ivancic. Ugalde gets to throw it back in. Spain keep possession. It's Harsani, in fact, who put it out of play. Free throw for Spain. Sarmiento goes back into his central role. Entre Rios. Oh, far post, he got it. And suddenly it's a 2-goal lead. Critical time now for the Hungarians to hang in there. Into the line, superb and beautifully done. Solushi just drops it underneath the keeper. Well, Solushi, who 2 days ago didn't even know that he was going to be here. Called up after the injury to Tamas Ivancic. Moksai having only named 15 players. It was an inspired decision in the end, leaving him the option to bring in the 16th if he needs to. And it proved providential. Oh, mistake by Mikler. Thought he had it covered, and instead of dropping down to it with his leg, he tried to do it with his hand, and that has to be a mistake, and it could prove so costly. Well, you can't really hold Mikler to that one. He's done so much else for them. Shot efficiency marginally better for Spain, 55 to 49%. Chazar. That's got out of play, but there's a free throw call already. And a team timeout has been called by Lajos Moksai. Well, it's absolute drama here, and what a shame with that slight trip up at the end there by Mikler off the shot by Sarmiento. But it's still all to play for here. 2 goals in it, 23-21 to Spain. Relatively low scoring by some standards. I can tell you that the other game is finished in Versace with Iceland easing their concerns a little. They had to win their match against Norway, and they have 34-32. The result there, that it keeps that group well alive. Croatia through, but Norway, Iceland and Slovenia all running for the other place, but it's going to be a tough call on the final day of the competition. Here in this group, Spain needs to take on Russia on Friday, while Hungary will have a tricky encounter with a resurgent France, who really bounced back from that opening day defeat in their group. to vent their fury on the Russians, dominating the game, allowing them to come back with a few fast breaks late on for a slightly flattering 24-28 scoreline in the end. So play resumes here as we watch the recorded highlight of the timeout for Spain. 5 minutes remaining. Have the Spaniards weathered the storm and just hit when it counted? Into the wing. Sierra stood off his post and just gifted that one. Hassani, happy to help himself. And that's a mistake by the Spanish keeper, who from that angle could have stood a little closer to his goal and just waited to block it with his body. No spin on the shot. Sarmiento drives around. Entre Rios. Beautifully done. Aguinagalde. (24-22), the pressure back against Hungary. Tried to go through, no way through. They've got to try and spread the play. They're getting stuck in on the far side too much. Release it. No way through. Guardiola happy to give away the free throw. The clock still ticking down. We're inside the last 4 minutes. Hassani. Shot is blocked, picked up by Spain. Or is it? And the ball, in fact, will go back to Hungary. It looks like Moros is down. But an earlier infringement means I think that it's a free throw. No, I don't need the ice pack, thank you very much indeed. Let's have a quick look. It comes out again. Well, it seems like a fair take to me, although Mokshai claiming the other way. Let's wait and see what's been given. Moros isn't moving up and the Hungarians are still there, so it's going to be a throw to Hungary. I couldn't see too much wrong with the block by the Spaniards. No foot in the way, no holding, but anyway, well, it keeps the game alive. Chaza into the wing off the foot of the defender. It goes out of play. Throw in to Hungary. Long-range shot, where defender takes the sting out of the shot. I think it may well have been Guardiola. And it allows Sierra to pick up the ball nice and gently. No rush now from the Spaniards. They've got to slow the tempo completely for these last 3 minutes as they lead by 2 goals. They know that the pressure isn't on them anymore now. The Hungarians have got to steal possession. It looks like they're going to stick with a 6-0 defence and not be any more adventurous to steal the ball. You wonder whether it wouldn't be worth putting up a defender at the front. Play at least 5-1 to disrupt the build-up. The problem is that Aguinagalde has been such a handful at the back on the line. Here he is again. Free throw. That if you do move up a defender, well, it's going to take a lot to hold them. They are taller and heavier on average, the Spaniards. The Hungarians have fought bravely, but at the moment trailed by 2. Entre Rios, saved by Mikler. He's got to get the ball out quickly. 2.5 minutes remaining. Maybe not going for the win, but could they go for a draw? The ball's loose. Could have done with a quick shot there otherwise. Into the wing. No, he's cut back towards the middle. The wing's free on the other side. Take it. Penalty. And the clock has been stopped. 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And a penalty conceded by Spain. He goes for the shot, bundled over rather crudely, it has to be said, and Chaza has won a 7 meters. Alberto Entre Rios caught out flat-footed and throwing himself in his path, and Chaza steps up to take it. This could be absolutely crucial with 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. Cool head, he's done it. And now they've got to shut up shop, keep the Spaniards out. Absolutely critical now, 2 minutes. A draw would really keep their hopes alive, Hungary, after the draw on the opening day against Russia. Sarmiento shifted off to the left-hand side. Entre Rios now switches back. It's off the woodwork. Oh, saved at the second attempt by Mikler. There was an open goal. Aguinagalde's missed it. And now Hungary are back again. 1.5 minutes to go. Second line play goes in. Ilyich is going to wait there. Into the wing. Cool nerve needed for that final shot. Chaza into the wing. Oh, it's intercepted. And Spain slow it right down. Just one goal in it. And 1 minute remaining. Well, how long will the German referees give the Spaniards? They haven't been too quick at putting their hand up on passive play, and a team timeout is called by Valero. And the Hungarians so unlucky because the winger was free, but that pass intercepted, and Canielas there with the yellow bib on suggests that if Spain lose possession and concede the goal, their intention is to take off their goalkeeper and put on an extra attacker. Canielas wearing the yellow colour of the goalkeeper, but his number showing through. He'll be put on as an extra attacker. But hopefully for Spain it won't come to that. They'll be looking to try and make sure that they button up this game. But in a match where they probably thought that having done the hard work against France 2 days ago, this should be an easier effort. Well, that's been far from the case. Hungary have battled bravely throughout this game against a bigger and more powerful Spanish team, and have really taken the game to them, and all credit to them. And there's one goal in it now. But it's the question is, as I said earlier, is that the German referees have been very slow on passive play. They're happy to let the attacks go on for a while, and I'm sure Moksai and others on the bench will be calling across to saying, don't give them too long. Spain will look to go sideways as long as they think they can get away with it before going into the attack. They've got to make sure that they don't shoot and give possession away on a break. So recorded highlights of the Moksai's timeout, but play resumes then here. 1 minute to go, and Spain looking to try and make certain their game. I can see that the Hungarians have also got a player lined up to come on, and I think it might be Zsubai with the green goalkeeper's bib if they need to. Entre Rios, was that an attacker's foul? Entre Rios gets bogged down again. Free throw, 40 seconds to go. Not a game for the faint-hearted. Schuch holding his own. Entre Rios, free throw again. And the clock still runs down. The clock is stopped now. Schuch on the ground. Latched on to Entre Rios as he came in to stop him from going round. Textbook defense, arm and body. And effectively, Entre Rios launched himself over the top of the defender. They're all going, that's an attacker's foul. But it's been given as a free throw to the Hungarians. To Spain, I beg your pardon, with time running out here. Passive play still not being warned. Sarmiento into the wing, very closed angle, inside the area. Hungary have got possession back. The clock has been stopped because Garcia Parondo is down inside the area. Let's have a look again. The ball goes into him. It was a closed angle for the shot anyway, takes off. And they say that's a fair tackle. Well, he caught the foot of the defender, but then landed inside the area without shooting. And so, as far as the referees are concerned, he's impeded the area, and suddenly Hungary have what could be the last attack and a chance to square up the game here. And a draw could make such a huge difference, and the goalkeeper's gone out. And they put in Angshin as an extra attacker. Well, it's all or nothing for them. They may as well lose by 2. Yes! Penalty! 2 seconds to go, and Hungary could snatch the draw here. Guardiola complains. What a shock. Well, Guardiola can't believe it. Let's look at it again. He takes the ball. He's fouled in the act of shooting. He has to shoot left-handed in the end. Well, a hand in the face as he gets the ball, and he puts his foot right into him as well. And although it goes wide, the referees have no doubt and no hesitation. And the penalty, it'll take them the 3 seconds to take it. So this will be the last throw of the game. Hombrados comes into goal, the hero of the France game. Will it be Chaza, on whom the chance of taking a point, a crucial point that could take Hungary into the main round? It is. Here we go. He scored, and Hungary are level. What a result, and the team pile onto them. And Spain, who beat France 2 days ago, brought back down to earth with a bang here in the very last second of the game, as Chazar has taken a famous draw and a point that could see them in the main round. And look at the delight of the team, and the spectators around the hall are on their feet. And it looked, with a minute and a half to go and a 2-goal lead, as if the Spaniards had done enough. But in the end, they didn't kill this game when they had a chance to do it. The defense was strong early on. Here's the penalty again. Hombrados lifted his leg as he dropped it again. Chazar scores, and look at Mokshay. Cool or what? We've done it. Thank you very much. Well, our celebrations are going to go on a long time now. Spain still top of the group with 3 points. France and Hungary now on 2 points. Look at the dejected looks on their faces, because they realise now that if Hungary do go through to the main round, they've dropped a point after all that hard work against France. Mikler quite rightly gets the adulation of his team there. What a performance by the young keeper. And then Angshin, who came on as the extra player right at the end, it stretched the defence, and it meant that the line player had the space to get into that gap and get the penalty that counted in the end. It was a gamble for Mokshay that paid off by taking off Mikler. What a superb game here in Novi Sad. And Spain, one of the big pre-tournament favourites, are held by the Hungarians, and quite deservedly so. You can't say it went against the run of play. They didn't allow the Spaniards to play their free game. They defended as if their absolute hearts depended on it, and they've done it. They took the point right at the end. Well, Sierra gets man of the match for Spain. Doesn't look overly excited with his award from Miguel Roca. %39% save rate, 14 saves for Sierra. And for Hungary, well, will Chazar get it for his cool nerve? Although Mikler did really well. Tomasz Mokshay gets it. He too played his heart out on court. And so man of the match, and he certainly looks considerably happier. A game that looked lost, 2 goals down with the minutes running out on them. And they've come back and they've taken 7 goals with a 70% success rate. The Hungarians are in heaven. They've taken a point, and the Russians are probably sitting in the stands disbelieving and thinking, well, that could be it now. Russia are going to have to beat Spain to tip the Hungarians. And who knows, Hungary play France next on Friday. A warning to the French, don't take us for granted. 45% success rate for Hungary, matched by Spain really at 46% there or thereabouts. 4 fast breaks for Spain, 3 for Hungary. They managed to keep it down generally, and the attack's just as successful, 48, 49%. Mokshay and Chazar, 7 goals apiece, though Chazar the crucial one. Canellas the best for Spain with 7, quite a few of those from the 7-metre line as well. Well, long spells without scoring, but from both sides in the second half for Spain and Hungary. Spain spreading it out, but mostly going down the middle and on the left wing. Not a lot of success on the right. 6 penalties though, and 4 fast breaks, 3 fast breaks and 5 penalties for the Hungarians, with scoring across the full breadth of the game. So they have drawn with Spain 24-all. Fantastic result for Hungary. Hope you've enjoyed the game. This is incidentally how the table stands at the moment. France and Hungary on 2 points apiece. Spain still top on 3, but they've dropped what could be a vital point. Hope you've enjoyed the game. But for now, from me, Paul Bray, a very good night to you.